Hi everybody, welcome back. My name is Vasil and I am living and restoring this 1974 Columbia 45. On this episode, it's moving day part 2. So I have to go back to the shore, grab everything from my car, and start playing the dinghy game. Dinghy game is where I take both of my dinghies. I attach the dinghy that I'm gonna haul stuff from the beach to the boat, and then again, haul stuff from the boat back to the beach to my main dinghy, which I use for transport on a daily basis. So now it's time to go to the beach, grab the dinghies, and start carrying stuff from the car. We're gonna have to play the dinghy game again today for this move-in, and today's the first day something got stolen. So my oars got stolen, and I don't have them. So hopefully no breakdowns today. This feels oddly amusing, having an office chair and shelves that are all covered up that have to be taken all the way to the dinghy. This is what today's game looks like. So again, main dinghy and barge dinghy. I really hope this chair doesn't fall over on the ride out to the boat. We shall see. I think it's pretty good. Let me double check. Should be good. If I go slow, that's gonna be fine. Got my shelves on board also, and then bought a lot of water, gas tank to fill that gas tank. And please don't give me any trouble today because I don't have the oars. This cracks me up. I don't know why this is so funny, but we're just towing a dinghy with an office chair through the bay. I think it's staying on so far. I don't think it's gonna fall off, but we'll find out when we get there. This is hilarious. In calm seas, this actually handles pretty well, and it's very easy to navigate along all the other sailboats. Just keep it at a low speed and smooth sailing we are. It's just easy breezy. This part's gonna get tricky. So I gotta get the chair over to this dinghy and then up here. I don't think I'm gonna tie off this dinghy forward. I think I'm just gonna try to get this chair over to my dinghy without wrecking anything. Let's see if I can make that happen. There we go. Come, be a good chair. There we go. Okay, chair is successfully transferred. I think I'm just gonna try to one-hand this climb. This might be a terrible idea. I'll let you know in a second. Kind of on the boat, kind of in my hand, kind of on the dinghy. See if we can get this chair inside the boat. Everything on boats is so much harder. It's so much harder. Okay. All right. Chair is officially on the boat. Come here. Okay. Let's grab a couple at a time. And they are slippery because they're wet, so this would be a terrible time to lose anything. But let's transfer these on deck. Some of the stuff did get a little wet. Obviously the waves splashing, so I'm gonna have to wipe this down as soon as I can because I don't want this to start bubbling and have water damage. My main objective for today is just to organize a workspace. So I want to set up a desk and a chair so that I have somewhere, one, to work, like edit these videos, or if I have to do anything for my other job, my main job, I have a space to do that. I've also taken out the dinette, so the table that I brought on board is gonna be probably my everything, my work desk. Anytime I have to assemble, disassemble something, I have enough space to do that. It's gonna be my dining table where I can eat. It's also going to be the table where I edit these videos for you guys on my laptop. So it's going to be nice having a small space where I have a workstation. All the stuff I got to assemble today. So these shelves are probably going to go in the bedroom. I actually don't know if they fit yet, so that's going to be tricky. I did some preliminary measurements, so hypothetically, like in theory, they should fit. But there's the side of the table. There's the table, there's the chair, and this is where it's all gonna go. So I have to clean this area out. That's the fridge, that's the door from when I took apart the bathroom. This has to be relocated, and I want to clean this space up, and I think I have just the perfect amount of space to fit that desk on here. I will have to make some sort of mounting device on the side because that desk originally is designed to sit on these shelves, but there's not enough clearance over here in order to put that shelf here. So I'm gonna have to make a ledge where I can attach the edge of that desk and have it sit properly. My thought process on the restoration of this boat thus far is this. So that's gonna be my workspace. It's gonna take a small amount. You guys will see soon what that's gonna look like once I assemble everything. So that's gonna be my workspace. And then everything back here is just gonna be temporary improvements. So I have a bunch of stuff on my bed, but I'm gonna hope to fit more shelves along the sides and just leave this be in terms of restoration. So I'm not gonna touch the headliner. I'm not gonna do any of this just yet. The bathroom is gonna stay pretty much in the condition that it's in right now. There is no need to mess with it because in order to be organized, I do need this space to stay the way it is so that I can keep stuff in here. And then everything else forward of here is gonna be renovated. So workspace and everything around is gonna be demolished. So this is all gonna go, and all I'll have to myself is this little nook and my bedroom. Now, once the majority of this is all done, and I have some sleeping quarters up front and a working head up front, then we can turn to the back of the boat. So this again is all going to be transferred, and I can start renovations on everything here. So demolish this, demolish everything in there, and work my way out to the outside. So that's the idea so far. Again, if you guys have suggestions, please let me know. Theories are great, but now it's time to do some work. So let's empty out the space where the desk is gonna go and start assembling. And again, everything is logistically hard because look, there's just stuff all around. So I don't even know where I'm putting this yet because I haven't decided if this fridge is gonna go in the trash yet. I don't even know if it's working. And I do believe that it's a 12-volt fridge. So maybe, just maybe, in the meantime, it's worth taking a look to see if it's a working fridge, then I can clean it up and actually have, like, I don't know, fresh food on board instead of canned food. And that'd be pretty awesome. Moving stuff along. That was the dishwasher. I've been saying to you guys that I was gonna get out this boat for the longest time ever. That corner is now free. So that's gonna go in the dinghy for the ride back. And I gotta go back anyway because I in my haste, I forgot the screws. I forgot the screws that mount this table to its side. So I got to go back to the car anyway because those pieces are in the car. So while we do that, let's grab everything that needs to go on the dinghy back to the beach, then go back to the beach, move the car because I can't park where I am overnight, and then come back here and finish this. I'm back on the boat and it's evening time. So I got to set up all the lights so I can illuminate that area and start assembly. We're gonna work into the late evening tonight. Now that Milwaukee has given us light, it's time to put this portion of the desk onto these mounts. And once I tighten them, I'm gonna go ahead and see how high on that wall the clamps are gonna be. Okay. This is tight. This is kind of tight. This little fiberglass slip over here, it has some really crappy wood on it. Like, there's me literally tearing apart this wood. Obviously termite damaged, but it's almost at a perfect height. Like it's a little bit higher than it needs to be based on that line, but I think there's some adjustments at the bottom of here. So if I can potentially raise that, get rid of all of this dry wood, or at least in the area where the clamps are going to be, I should have a perfect mount for this table. Like almost like it was meant to be. And look, guys, it's a pretty good fit. Like, I know there's a little gap here, but that's fine. That's everything's temporary workstation, but this gives me a ton of room to work. There's some tightening screws under here. I'm gonna see if I catch enough of the fiberglass with them so that this stays in place. After a second thought, I'm just gonna go in here and just remove this. This is paper at this point. It's kind of ridiculous how damaged this wood is. So let's take all this out first, and then we can mount the table in this area. This is great. It's not perfect. It has a gap in the back because obviously the boat changes shape, and that's fine. But I got a perfectly good space. It's clamped on, so I could pull on it, and desk will not collapse. This is great. Now, let's trade spaces. We're gonna trade this fridge for the office chair. So much Jenga. Office chair in the mix. Look at this. It's actually starting to look like home. This is nice. So, standard office chair that I brought, and needs a little cleaning because it had a journey from the beach. But what I've done in this case is I've just taken the wheels out. So obviously office chairs normally have wheels. I've taken them out because we're on a boat, and boats move. So I don't want that to be moving around, and probably use a bungee so that it's not spinning, because this thing does rotate. I don't know if that's going to annoy me or damage things. So for now, I guess I should just let it be and see how it handles the waves. And if it's rotating too much, I could just strap a bungee like across the handles, like start a bungee on the wall and strap it to here so that it's stable through the night. But it comes with height adjustment, and it's perfect for this table. So this overall is going to be a great workstation, great dinner table, breakfast table, whatever you want to call it. I don't eat breakfast all that much, but there we go, guys. Making some serious progress. Yeah, this is nice. This is really nice. Could do some serious work all up in here, and check it out. Slide it out, and we got a comfy chair. The next step is to assemble this shelf. This might have been a huge waste of time. It's pretty tricky to assemble, but Ikea furniture. The idea with this thing is I want to see if it fits on the side of the bed. So you guys have saw me place these shelves in last time. I want to see if I can put that entire shelf along this space. I measured it, so I think it should fit. The issue is the boat has like curves at the end, and those curves might be in the way of that shelf. So I'm gonna, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna grab the edge, and I'm gonna put the edge there and see if the edge sits flush. Yeah, I think that was a huge waste of time. So this entire thing kind of runs into my bed, and it has the height clearance. It just doesn't have the clearance to sit flush and then not run into my mattress. I mean, I could still, I guess, put it on 2x and raise it up so it's not hitting that corner. You can see every time I move it towards the wall, it kind of goes up because the boat has that curve. Even though this might have been a huge waste of time, I'm gonna go for it anyway. So if I push the mattress over far enough to that side, it gives me enough clearance. And I think what I could do later is, once this is assembled, I can get some L brackets and just raise it, and that will allow me to not have my sheet pinned. But to do that, this shelf needs to come out. So I'm going to take the shelf out first and then assemble this and see how we're looking, because I already made the effort. So just go for it. Let's hammer these in. So they're equal. This shelf on these pins like this, and then mount it at the same time on lower pins. And then align it with these pins. I know I can't get like too picky about my temporary solutions, but I like, there it is. I could work on it. I have it sitting on 1 2x, so 1.5 inches off, and still has some clearance in the back, and it is a lot of space. These Ikea shelves, they come with like little cubes you could put inside, and that was my idea, is just get some cubes. That way I have some like pull out cabinets where I can store like socks, underwear, all sorts of stuff. But I don't know how I feel about this yet. Maybe if I raise it, there's plenty of room. We shall see. We shall see. But for now, I know, not a classy way to do it, but temporary indeed. Okay, got some shelves, got my table. I can have my laptop here and edit this video for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys did, please give me a like, and any comments are always appreciated. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next episode.